Well, well, well. Temporally appropriate greetings, my most excellent friends, and welcome in to another Office Hour Wednesday. It's Odin's Day. We're gonna play some Assassin's Creed. Yeah, we rolled regular credits, so that's done. I think it is time to dip into some DLC. My plan is to handle the DLC in this order. We're gonna do Ireland. We're gonna do Paris, and then we're gonna do all that Javi stuff that we didn't do. Do that all as one go to ease us in to Dawn of Ragnarok. So I think we are gonna wrap this game by the end of April. Like I think it's just gonna be sorted. So welcome in. Hope everyone is having a lovely Wednesday. Hope life is treating you well. I'm glad to see you here for your lurk and work. Temporally appropriate greetings, Sammy. I see you there. Yeah, we are going to do the Assassin's Creed thing. I am excited to go visit Ireland, hang out with some druids, maybe murder some druids, probably murder some druids if we know, how these games play out. So I think it's going to be a good day. We'll do some of this on Friday and Saturday as well. I might go back and do some Persona there as well. So we got some big things coming up. We might bring Persona back in. We'll see. I'm just butthurt that it crashed on me and I lost an hour and a half of gameplay. That's on me. I didn't save. So, yeah. Tis what tis. Let's go ahead and do this thing. What do y'all say? Let's without further delay, without further palaver, do this thing. Hey, Dr. Todd with the Lurk. We are, in fact, the world's #1 lurk and work stream. Lurks are what make the stream work. So let's go ahead and do this thing. Let's take the music out. Nope, that's the wrong button. All right, let's try it one more time. That's the right button. And then this button does this. Hey! Using the correct buttons for the correct things. Let's go see what's going down. She says there's things I can pledge to, but I don't know if there's anything I can actually pledge to over here.
Good to see
What's my boo thing have to say?
I want to see the
I'm pretty sure I made all the alliances. We are... Oh no, we didn't do Hamptonshire. We're not powerful enough for Hamptonshire. So... to heck with that. We rolled credits. We rolled credits. We don't need to go to Hampton. Hamptonshire, we don't need it.
I should go.
We're not 100%ing this game. We rolled the credits. We did all the main stuff. We're going to save the Javi things for later. Let's go to Ireland. Do some DLC. What do y'all say? Hope y'all been getting up to some good stuff. Hope life's been treating you well. How's Elden Ring been, Sammy? That game deeply appeals to me. And I'm not going to lie, I'm at the point now where I don't think Dark Souls is actually going to be painful. Boss 3 is down. Nice.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
I am prepared to go to Ireland. She's a
Assar,
little bit sketch.
It was most amusing this way.
I
Her
prefer
cousin's
to
the
know
king of
what was
Ireland.
What? But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
My TV. Let's do that. I would like to go to Ireland.
Yeah.
There we go.
I would like to see this.
Taking
land.
down bosses.
And
I'd like
my
to see that.
cousin
Love to see that.
Ireland.
As you'll know, I've been playing Bloodborne on the side because I got real bored at work one day, and now I'm like actually making progress. I'm on Vicar Amelia, and yeah, I'm beating bosses. Did Doc accidentally get good? Am I having to question my entire existence? Well, give me to 1,000 follows and we'll find out. Just messing. Just playing, y'all. Just playing. There's a possibility that I just scrap the whole 1,000 followers thing and just do it after Bloodborne. Year 3 of Doc streams. He plays Souls games. I'm not making a promise. Just a possibility. Row, 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 our boat across the cold sea. Merrily, 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 a Viking's life for me. I do wish that I was playing this on PlayStation 5 because, oh my god, the load times. Oh my god, the load times. You know, I need to check something when I go home. I need to check and see if my cloud save for this, because I log into my Ubisoft thing, would my cloud save carry over to the PC version of this? I wonder. I also saw that there was a software update for PlayStation that went through. I don't know what it did, but I do know that the software update for the Switch that just came out can finally make folders. I mean, it's a back-assed, poorly implemented version of it. It's 5 years too late, but at least we can do it. So there we go. I think it's going to be a good day. We're going to talk about some interesting stuff in space class today. And then tomorrow we are we're looking to hire a job candidate. So we got some recruiting stuff to do tomorrow. So I've canceled all of my classes because I'm on that committee. We got to do that. So, and then next week I'm at a conference, so no streams, but also no teaching. I got to like revel in academic stuff. The Disco Elysium paper is actually going to get presented. It has been submitted to the reviewers. So thank y'all for that, chat. Help me with that. And, what did my camera do? That's better. My camera just freaked out. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The Wrath of the Druids.
Ireland, a patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isle.
That's pretty. I need to go to Ireland one day. I need to properly go to Ireland. I've technically been to Ireland,
How is it that Bareth?
but only because I stepped out of the airport to go from one terminal to the next.
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all
Oh, the
parts,
green land of
even
more
its
green.
streets.
It's green on green on green.
As king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is.
Ireland has a lot of kings. Don't go too crazy.
Countryside.
There's a lot of
And
Irish
Barrett's
kings.
throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Flann Sinna.
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings.
Flann, are we fighting against a wiggly jiggly caramel dessert?
Find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly, he is loved by his people.
People like Barrett, that's good. Good to be liked. Whoa. And that right there is the problem of playing on a PlayStation 4. Honestly, I wish I could just upgrade the PlayStation 4 to an M.2 storage. That would solve like 90% of the problems. But it wouldn't know what to do with it. Alright, let's go to Dublin. Oh my god, the load times. I've gotten spoiled, chat. I've definitely gotten spoiled. Hey, Blair. Temporally appropriate greetings, my most excellent friend. We're in Ireland now.
Your crew can find lodging here.
I know, it takes so long to do that. No, we're talking about Ireland. Hey, Diaper Boy. Temporally appropriate greetings. Also, temporally appropriate greetings per. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see you. Hope everyone's having a great day.
Eivor!
Batted.
My blood! Look at you! You have untrusted.
Speaking of glorious beards, I really need to get.
You.
I really need to buy some of the little bead things. Maybe when we become Javi. I haven't had a chance to listen to the video. Blair, sorry. I've got like, I do have like a backlog of stuff I'm trying to get through. But it is in there. It is downloaded on the phone. I will get to it.
For keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here.
Ah, the most excellent friends. It is good to see you.
I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Siegfried. He is
Siegfried
17 today.
Hey, good for him.
A 17-year-old.
Ah, the shameless appropriation of your culture.
Come, there's much to show on the way to my castle.
I mean, the Vikings were always a culture, not a people. Right? They weren't a. They were an ethnicity rather than a race. So, you know, the appropriation's a little schmeh on that one.
Lead me to your rock.
Made a masterpiece, write a novel. Quick 3-day adventure that might last 4 weeks. Exactly. Yeah, Per, you were actually here before I cut stream.
Just look at her docks. Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
Ah, the biggest port.
Irish air without enduring the stench of our dogs.
It is upon the strength of this plan to secure my kingship.
Azar told me that your throne.
I guess technically, in my mind, when I have a sense memory about how Ireland smells, it smells like an airport.
Trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland.
I gotta exit the airport next time I'm there.
See that my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot.
I somehow doubt that he is actually going to remain the king. I've got this gut feeling.
My commerce too, old man.
You let them call you that.
I call him worse things.
My king! I still owe you a horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss.
Later, Azar.
I'll be there shortly.
It smells clean. Who have I banged yet? Not him, because he's my cousin. And there are certain lines we do not cross. What do you think we are, Plantagenets?
My mighty king.
Eva, this is my cousin.
Habsburgs?
Show her the bow I had you make for her.
Oh, new bow. Oh, you're talking to Per. Gotcha. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. One of those kind of days.
This is for me. The craft.
Oh, that's a beautiful bow.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out.
Oh, the British royalty aren't nearly as inbred as the earlier ones, right? So the current, right, the House of Saxe-Coburg isn't that bad, but those Plantagenets, oh my God, they're almost as bad as Habsburgs.
I just want to get a feel for how the.
That's sure.
Watch my arrow.
I love the name Aoife.
Will. Go.
If Aoife wasn't one of my wife's parents' dog name. Oh, that's fast. That's a fast boy. I didn't do that. His inbreeding.
You had a lot.
They still gave me the thing. All right, cool. Yeah, inbreeding is how you get those ears. But have you seen King Charles of Spain? That's a damn thing.
Is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them.
them. I myself have a place in Christ's house.
Whoa,
In
whoa,
the house of Thor.
whoa.
So long as a god
He's a
has
double
my
convert.
back, he has my altar.
Let's see. Did I actually equip that new bow? I feel like I should equip the new bow. Although that's pretty weak. I like the concept of a light bow. Nah, we're gonna see what we got. Wait for chewers.
20 years ago,
It is still
the
mostly Christian.
Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Oh, I didn't think about what you were responding to. Oh, look at how that guy's walking. Just look at that. Acknowledge that guy's funky walk.
Of a mud pit.
Depends on how close of a cousin he is, Blair. Wafer chewer is an interesting term for Christians. I don't hate it though. Don't hate it.
There, up ahead.
Thought we wouldn't notice,
Home.
but we
My
did.
only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains
Oh.
just now. The water there improved.
When I first heard that,
I am left
when my mother and my wife, I was like, wait,
And to host a banquet.
are we playing banjos?
already underway.
Do the banquet. Do love a good banquet. Good feast.
Up, Barrett, for the
Ah, the Santa Luke and Sons of Guns. They're actually shamans, and they give away... It is their job to give away shrooms.
Here we are. Please go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son.
Those things which are most forbidden are typically the things that are also... Blair. That must be your stepbrother thing.
Hi.
It's great.
I'm
Is he a
curious.
worthy king?
Lovely job he has.
Oh, we love this guy.
Can I
He's
ask?
he's a right fair brother.
Work, isn't there? I'm a tanner myself.
I can.
Bye, Tanner.
Enjoy the...
You as well.
Yeah, Blair, redeem your taxes. Redeem your taxes.
What will become of Dublin?
There's nothing wrong with being kings.
5 more years.
Are we drinking? Yo, we drinking?
It's past time to put away childish things.
What do you expect, Father? That I follow your example? You explode.
Yes, you should follow his example. Because he's a good king and a good father. Yes, follow his example. Highly recommend it. You can get me leather goods. Even better than a tan. I mean, we're in Ireland. Nobody has a tan.
Take you on as his
But leather goods?
court
Now
jester.
that.
Think with your head and not your arse. Flaunt.
That's the second panel in the Drake meme.
One day, be your...
That makes you the arse. Enough!
Yeah, none of this just the tip stuff, Blair. If you're going to go all the way in, go all the way in.
I'm sorry,
Hello.
Looking forward.
So, you're the cousin who does speak so far.
In Norway, you'd be knocked...
Okay, so Sigfrid's a bitch.
Well,
You won't land it.
Sigfrid's a bitch. We're gonna... I think I was... Yeah, I was kind of using the, Speaking of crushes, you met an old middle school crush who had to visit when you had to visit the hospital. She's an RN now.
I owe you thanks.
Did you get your status there, man? Do you know if there's status involved? Because if not,
Siegfried.
hit that up.
Da speaks so highly of you.
Do it.
I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone?
Oh, I'm very overleveled. It's supposed to fix level scaling, but
You're unhappy with... A visit to no...
yeah, send this asshole to Norway to, you know,
Maybe
get a little kick around.
kindle his warrior spirit.
I have...
I'm very overleveled.
Eivor,
It's supposed to, like, it's supposed to, theoretically, level scale. Alright. Family burial ground, south of Dublin. Top of hill. I'm gonna guess it's there. But while we're at it, let's go get the thing. Let's go climb to the top of the church, because it's an Assassin's Creed game and it's a compulsion that all assassins have. You see a raid? Oh no, we gonna raid. There will be raiding. We're gonna do all of the Viking activities. Just, we're gonna get to it. Okay, alright. If I did a Raid Shadow Legends sponsored stream, would y'all go and download Raid Shadow Legends and use my code? Could I convince you all to do that? Or are we not gonna do scam? Are we not gonna try to scam Raid Shadow Legends? Coming for a lot of that time. So Ireland is DLC, Diaper Boy. This was a really good game. Like, I really liked this game. We rolled credits on the main game on Friday, and like this is easily a top 3 Assassin's Creed. For pure gameplay and oh my god, the ending was fantastic. Talking about the raid the Roach Killer. Yes, we are. Woke up with a bloody allergies. It's got to be allergies because oh my god, they're bad right now. Ooh, per taxes. No, that's gross. That's like a double taxation right there. Yeah. That was gross. Sorry, the one reason why I'm like the main reason why I'm not a physician is because blood is gross. Like that is like I'm gonna say that's 90% of the reason why I didn't want to go down the path of being a physician. Ugh. Gross. 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 True, but it's inside the body. When it's outside the body, that's gross. Not into it. Haram. Blood's the thing that turns a pee-pee into a dickle. Gortnall. That's a weird name. Ireland's gonna be full of weird names, isn't it? Can't be as weird as Scotland, but it's still gonna be full of weird names. I see we're lively this morning, and I like it.
Why so uneasy?
I do get a sponsorship. You're the mascot of the stream, so maybe.
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain,
At least you have you have an internet, but also a concussion. So you've got the internet, so you can use the computer, but you have a concussion, so you can't use computers. No screen time for you. In fact, you shouldn't be screen timing right now, Diaper Boy. When you have concussions, you're not supposed to be in front of screens. Yeah, don't buy this game full price. Make sure you get a deal on it, right? If you can get a deal with like all the DLC together, if you can get it for like $40, easily spend that money because you could drop 120 hours into this game easily. Like we did a fairly quick playthrough of the game, and we did we played it for like 65 hours. So far, we haven't even touched the DLC till today. Gonna do an internet. Touches her keyboard. Wee. Yes, you're right. I am not that kind of doctor, Diaper Boy.
By Thor's hammer Barrett, I could sleep a week.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we searched the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
All right. Who's gonna ambush us along the way?
Did we catch one?
I'm not your real dad,
Catching one.
but I'll be your daddy. Yeah, the Legends trilogy are huge, and they're on sale all the time, and I'm here for it. Okay, they scaled the enemies generally. Oh, I don't want to kill the Wolfhound. We like the Wolfhound.
Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest.
Let's see what we got here.
Previous King's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
Email from the
You
boss.
told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns.
Oh, heck.
I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
1 hour of screen time, then you have to rest.
He's never been so bold.
Yes, you need to go lurk. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate
He
you.
doesn't seem to want to
But
take it.
take care of
He
yourself,
contents
Doc.
himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians.
No, I'm not stepdad,
His
Doc.
Viking
I'm
identity,
stepdaddy,
but he
Doc.
puts me in a bad light with Flan.
Ooh.
That's certain.
Sorry, I just creeped myself out saying that one. I'm gonna pay my own taxes.
Eivor, come over here.
So apparently I can actually get like $500 in travel funds from my conference paid for. So that's nice. Just have to give him receipts totaling that amount. So I think hotel room receipt will work. And then some gas receipts. And I'm going to get reimbursed. That's never happened to me before. Excited.
Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove.
Nope. Would not. There's no one in my family that I would like to do that with. Just from a pure attractiveness scale. No. There's a non-zero chance I'm the hottest person in my family. Nope. We'll save that kind of discussion for a Doc After Dark. It is far too early to think about that. Send me a message on Discord.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party.
Party and yeah.
What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein.
Yes, there's a very non-zero chance of that one.
Made aware of.
Small wonder King Flan does not embrace you, Barrett. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own
Our
city.
dear friend wrote a book.
That makes me look like more of an
Diaper
arse
Boy
than I
wrote
do
a
on
book.
my own.
I see.
Oh, that's
It
amazing.
is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps
I'm
you
down for
accept
it.
Silver to lie low.
For a week or two.
I'm down.
But then he'll be
This
back.
sucks.
Back again. I can remove
I
this
will be
blood
purchasing that later.
all.
Eivor, this is not your fight.
For any and all of your God's sakes, Barrett, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Barrett, my arm is yours. Whatever is needed to bring Flan's smile upon
We
you,
must
I will do.
bring Flan's smile upon us.
Your family saved mine those years ago.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He once ran with Thor.
Sadly true.
All right, do we need to go do some murders?
We'll begin
Oh, you got a car. What'd you get, Sammy? What kind of a car did you get? Did you go steal a Russian tank? Sammy, did you steal Russian artillery? Sammy, were you the one who stole the Russian top secret electronic warfare package that that the Ukrainians can now turn into whatever the hell they want to turn it into, because that will basically give up the entire game of how the Russians do their air defense? Yeah. That was a fun one to see yesterday. Yes, I did. Hey, those things get stolen now. It's a thing. Oh, lights went out. A Mazda. Mazdas are nice. What kind of Mazda? I had my dad had a Mazda 3. One of my best friends had a Mazda 5. I deeply considered getting a Mazda when I went shopping.
Barrett said Siegfried would be at the marketplace. I need to learn more.
I did go. I ended up going with the. I have a kitty cat. Chat. I have a kitty cat. I don't know what to do with it, but I have it. Ooh, a Mazda. Oh, Mazda Roadster. Dude, the Mazda Roadster is so fun. That is a very fun vehicle. I think you're going to enjoy it. Obviously, it has to be manual. You can go hooning through the back roads with it. I highly endorse it. Okay, so they gave me a Lynx, but what does the Lynx do? Do I just get to have a kitty cat? Is it a special mechanic over here? Can I deploy it? Oh yeah, those PS4 load times, gotta love them. It was almost like the opposite of pop-in. Oh, it is it's very fuel efficient. It's super fun to drive. That's one I can endorse. He got hammered. Now he has a hangover. Like a diaper boy, I could write a novel while waiting for these things to load. Y'all should go check out Diaper Boy's novel. I'm gonna link the novel in the artistic side of life, or maybe it should be under Shill Your Stuff.
Morning, Siegfried.
Eivor, it was a rough night. I drank too much and I am desperate to calm my belly.
I cannot help your belly. But could you tell me what you know of this man, Thorstein?
Ah, Dad told you I tried to join his gang, eh? Thorstein is a real weaver.
Nice.
Like you, but louder.
You weren't
Too young.
Tell me a bit about...
Likes her ale the way kittens like milk.
So she gets
Spends her
schmammered,
time
got it.
getting-
I will speak to...
Listen to me. If you're smart, you won't cross Amma.
I-
She's a vicious fighter.
I'm literally Odin. I don't think she can handle me. If I really want, I can turn off level scaling and then just wreck this. But I want a little bit of a challenge. I mean, not much. Still playing on easy mode, but I don't want to. Oh, that guy just literally dropped out of the sky. These must be our homies.
Enjoy
Are we drinking?
the ale.
Y'all, we
Likely
drinking.
to be a-
It is not safe mode. It is not like super duper dock proof mode. On the other hand, it's not Bloodborne. Alright, so yeah, the Mazda Roadster, only
What are
ever
you
takes
drinking?
20% damage.
The finest ale in town.
The ale.
Ooh, let's find
You might
out.
also like a, oh, what's the name of it? There's a Honda version of it too. Remember, this is for level 55 characters. And I'm level almost 300. Drink, pledge, drink. Oh, I missed. The timing's a little bit different on this controller than the DualSense, so I might skip a little bit. Oh yeah, it is a, well, it's a tiny vehicle. But like I'm like I'm like right at 6 foot and a big lad, and I fit in them just fine. So I don't think there's that big. Playing Elden Ring and then God of War, now you barely get hit in it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is like once you get used to that kind of combat, and these are like reminiscent of that style of combat. Yeah.
Is that all you can do?
Ooh, you are wicked.
You are a compelling woman. What is it you do?
You may have heard of
What is it you do?
Odin? I'm one of his most trusted
Me.
friends.
I have heard of him. Very impressive that he trusts you.
Eivor
He's
is
like a
smashed,
brother to me.
and she wants to
Not
get
very
smashed.
bright brother. He entrusted me with a key.
He has a lair.
Over in Dupke Landing?
I'd rather.
But hold that thought.
Ooh, watch out for her bodyguards.
I need to get that key from her.
Oh really? Can't worry about the bodyguards if I just. Oh no, I am like smashed.
Hey, what are you up to?
Look, it's not my fault. He attacked me first. Oh, this is gonna be more difficult. Oh no, don't kill her! Don't kill her! Oh, but oh, this is bad. This is less than ideal. I could steal the key, or I could just kill her. Well, so much for that. Guess we're gonna smash in a completely different way.
Ma, you're too trusting.
I didn't steal it. I just killed you.
Thorstein's hideout.
Whoopsies. I'm glad you're enjoying your book, Blair. I am currently working on the final book of The Expanse, which is probably my 3rd favorite book series of all time. No, do not start with Enterprise. No. Next Generation. Start with Next Generation. Trust me. And start with the 2nd season, maybe even the 3rd season of Next Generation. Do not start with Enterprise. I know it is temporally the earliest, but don't start with Enterprise. Next Generation is the jumping on point for Star Trek for newbies. Where are we supposed to go? After Next Generation, you go with Deep Space Nine. And after Deep Space Nine, you do Voyager. Then after Voyager, you just maybe might be ready for the original series. Maybe. Oh, this guy's a woe bringer. I'm gonna give him some woe. Oh, let's do the send it back to him. Oh, sucks to be that guy. Then maybe, and honestly, I don't even know if Enterprise is worth watching. Just keeping a hundy with you. Maybe Picard's a good one to go with. I actually have not watched Picard.
Come, you there.
There are no witnesses if nobody's left alive.
Is this the layer Amma spoke of?
There are absolutely skippable episodes in Star Trek, right? It's typically episodic, meaning that each individual episode stands alone. Just like, so it's not like modern TV where there's an overarching plot line. Almost, right, especially if you think about the original series. The original series is basically an anthology show with the same characters. So they like, they beam down to a planet, they do a thing, they come back. And it doesn't really tie together. I mean, for completion's sake, sure. That scares you off. I mean, Star Trek is not for everybody. That is a very true thing. Oh no, they missed. Right, especially like, all right, so Next Generation is more unified plot lines, but it didn't find its voice. It didn't really understand what it was doing till like the second or third season. Like, you watch the first episode, but then everything else in the first, right till after Tasha Yar dies, doesn't even matter.
How did you get in
It's not boring. It's just different than when you might expect. It is not an action show. It is very much a character show.
You plan to kill me? Give my head to whatever Irish master you embarrassed.
It's a big thinky time kind of show.
I serve no Irish master.
Bullscat. If you had any Norse loyalty, you'd be like me, running the filthy god-eaters from the island. The King of Dublin should look out for Vikings, not try to make nice with those cunts who killed our forebears. Join me.
Nah, I want to see. He my cousin.
And the silver is good.
Be silent, and I might show you mercy.
Where's the door? I mean, maybe he liked it from just a Der Space perspective, but I mean, there is action in it. Like, there is some good action in it, but it's not Star Wars. It's very much not like Star Wars. It is a fundamentally different experience. But it's good. Like, Star Trek is very good. It's just, it's different. He was also a much younger person, so there would be a different... I'm sure he was much younger when he watched Star Trek. Oh, who's coming at me now? Come here. Come here. Die. There we go. Star Trek for the fun and the action. Yeah. That I mean, don't get me wrong, there is some fun, but it's like theater kid nerd fun in Star Trek. The whole thing overall is fun, but it's a different experience. It is a very different thing than Star Wars. Why am I in a distrust area? Why is there a restricted area there? Doesn't even make any sense. My brother's the king. I can go wherever I want. There is a distinct possibility that is what went down. I mean, I want to say that Star Trek and watching Star Trek as a kid is, in some pretty significant ways, responsible for who I am today. Well, you know, education is not inherently for some people. And, like, that's okay. Especially if you've acquired a skill. I mean, you go. Oh, no. Every adult is just faking it till they make it. That is what adulthood is becoming comfortable with faking it till you make it. Just because you're, right, schooling and knowledge acquisition and academia and intelligence are two separate things, right? They often overlap, but they are two separate things. You can be smart without being schooled. You can learn without being in school. But, you know,
Common refuse. Delivered
there's
to
also
your
a big
judgment
possibility that it's
in
just not
battle.
true.
Thorstein, author of the plot to waylay me and my cousin.
Well, you know how it is, Bardish. A fellow needs some silver. A king could fetch Dublin's treasury in ransom. Although I'm not certain you'd bring in quite so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Say so, Barith, and I will
That's
cut
me,
out his
Sammy.
insolence.
That's me.
On your feet, Thorstein. You bloody my claws.
As we've seen.
It is a weighty decision.
All must see that
Dignified
Well
execution.
said.
Dublin,
Best.
give every enemy a length of rope.
peace. Flansinna will soon rule all Ireland. He is the center of all. But Flan,
You know what you know. That's more or less it. Yeah, pretty much. Now, one of the things that I know
You are more
is how to learn
than I
things.
took you for a cousin. Maybe Thorstein's will
That is why.
But yeah,
I
each of
must-
us all kind of have this a small, like,
learn the power of that trade, cousin. Obtain
circle of
some
things
rare
that we know.
item from afar, some spice or
And
gem.
What's
give
more
the
important is
Dublin
knowing what you don't know
coronation.
and
It
being
will
comfortable with
represent
that.
Dublin's reach and help
I
secure.
mean, that's
Flan will hear of your Christian mercy. Meantime,
that, Blair.
I will speak to Asara about a gift.
Meet me before the.
Okay, we have now snared Thornstein. Level up. They give us new skills to acquire, or is it just more skill points? What's this here? Parry damage. I haven't really done. Oh, actually, I do parry. I'm learning to parry. I'm learning to parry in Bloodborne too. Getting okay at it. Trust is important, but on the other hand, trust but verify. Give me a second. I think that was the only one I really wanted to turn off. Oh, that's better. I mean, people's actions are more important than their words. What you do matters more than what you say. That's not to say that saying things doesn't matter. But actions, like, it's cliche, but actions actually do
Eivor,
reveal
welcome to my shop.
who we are.
I came to ask a favor.
It is pleasant. This is the very problem vexing me. But the land has gone to Thornendog, smugglers as well.
In this case, my
A spice merchant I know covets pelts of fine.
spice is a gift.
Alright. I think we're gonna go be a
It is
smuggler.
north of here. You go clear it of
Oh no,
smugglers.
we're getting
while
rid
I-
of smugglers. What a den of iniquity. Well, alright then. Let's go to the den of iniquity, owned by our best friend, Azar.
I should journey there.
Checkity check it out. See what it's all about. Is there a zip line across? There's a zip line across. We're taking the zip line to cross the river. It's happening. We like zip lines. We're here for zip lines. Whee! You know, I say we like zip lines, but do we actually like zip lines? Are zip lines actually as entertaining as people make them out to be? Have you ever gone and done the zip lines? I haven't. It's not that I'm afraid of heights. I just don't think I care. Oh, you're applying as a full-time server. Where are you going to serve? Yeah, right. I think the real thing about the Souls games, and I can't believe I'm saying this at this point, is that they function differently than most people think they function, and they teach you how they want you to play it. Right? You don't want to get hit. Dodging is important. Rolling is super important. And realizing that there is, right, you preload inputs. So if you hit attack 4 times and then want to dodge, then there you go. Oh, did we have a... Was there a Robbit? Or was there someone saying truly vile stuff? Was it a Robbit? Okay. People do like being punished. Bot. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you, Sammy. Always on top of things, except for when you're not. Ooh, look at the textures on that wall. Towards a Robbit. Ooh, Renaissance Orlando at SeaWorld. Ooh, SeaWorld. I haven't been to SeaWorld in decades, but I hear it's actually a good time. Oh. How about we just... Murderer. I like how we're judging this guy, calling him a murderer, when, well... I'm the one... No, I think the problem is he's a regular murderer. I'm a mass murderer. Ooh, Marriott. Marriotts are good places to work. I quite like Marriotts. I almost exclusively stay at Marriott properties. Backstab is much... Absolutely. Lots of backstab. In Bloodborne, visceral attacks after a stun. Real nice. Yeah, I think I'm basically admitting to y'all that I don't think Dark Souls will punish me as much as you think it's going to punish me. When we do kill innocents, at least the game yells at us.
Are you Eivor?
Oh, hey, boy.
Over here.
It's big demo, that is.
Yo, ill shoking.
We'll get the...
How can I?
With trade...
Where would...
Honest.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
We got what's in the chest? Clothes. I don't know what he wants me to do. I totally just skipped all of his dialogue, but I'm guessing I'm going to raid a monastery. That seems like what we're about to do. Oh, they actually have the Irish accents, yeah. They're doing it all right. The Picts had proto-Scottish accents. It's just the English people whose accents are weird. Alright, where's my boat? Yeah, 14 seems like a decent rate to charge. Although a full-time server at a restaurant, they might not like that because of tips. I don't know. That one's outside of my my ballywick. Not gonna. Well, hello there, Yuki. You do have 5 years of guest experience. That does help you a lot. Where's my homie? Let's go raiding again. How are you doing, Yuki? Hope you're having a good day. Hope your Wednesday is treating you nicely. 5 guys is 12. Yeah, well then 14 seems right. That seems doable.
We must row in these waters. Let the sail out!
That's lovely to hear, Yuki. I'm glad everything's okay. It's all correct. We're in Ireland. We're doing DLC. I rolled credits on this game, so we're cleaning up the DLC. So, making progress. Double rainbow. I did see a double rainbow driving to work the other day. I didn't know what it mean. Everything is better with rainbows. Now we have 2 rainbows. Not just in real life, but on stream. There are 2 rainbows. Yeah, we are. I imagine we're going to be done with Assassin's Creed in April. I think we'll have it knocked out. Now we'll come back when Infinity comes out, but probably a bit after Infinity comes out.
Make them bleed and take their horns.
It must be anonymous. Murders. Yeah, we are definitely. Hey, but they asked us to go Viking, so like. Oh, no, that's one of our homies. Is there... Oh, surprise! Can I force it open? There we go. So we gotta think about what we're gonna do next. Wait, do we want to just go straight into Borderlands, or do we want to pound through Persona 4 before we move on to that? As also, we need to start up, like, in a significant way, World Ends With You.
Help me out here.
But I recommend you staying on campus when you go. So, staying on campus typically benefits the learner. One, it's typically a little bit cheaper than not staying on campus, and 2, right, it's what we would call a high-impact learning practice, right? Living on campus, you typically perform better in school, right? Because you're more enmeshed in the school environment. So, yeah, that is actually a recommendation that I would give. I mean, it might be marketing bullshit, but, like, the studies, and I hate using these studies show, but, like, research actually shows that, yeah. I mean, it is expensive, but it actually does help students get better grades and perform better in school the whole time. Plus, it has the added benefit of getting you out of your house, which honestly is probably the bigger reason why you should do it. And if you're going to be taking out a loan to do it anyway, right, then that means you're going to have to think about the usage of your money. And you can just price that into whatever loan you take.
Hey,
so on balance, I'd say, yeah, probably do it. Especially do it in your case.
This should be enough supplies to build something.
But there's more supplies to be had, so I might as well go get it. I mean, I spent my first year at college living at home, and it was fine. But I mean, I don't think I would have done well living in a dorm. But actually living in the fraternity house for me was pretty beneficial. And then obviously living on campus when I lived in Hong Kong was pretty good too. So, there are benefits and drawbacks. The biggest benefit is that, well, you're probably going to learn better. Biggest drawback, costs a lot of money. Honestly, being on campus proper is the better thing. Oh, book of knowledge. Smoke bomb arrow. Ninja dust. Oh no, I should have actually just rode back. Well, while this is loading, I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be right back. See y'all in a bit. We are back. That was a... I wonder how long it actually took to load while I was away. Probably far longer than it really should have. Well, I hope everyone's enjoying their lurking work today. The lurkiest and the workiest stream you're ever going to come across on Twitch. Yeah, I managed to not murder sheep. Even though that was my instinct. You are existing. No, well, I mean, there are pros and cons to it. The pros to existing are that you exist. The cons to existing are that you exist. The pros to living on campus is that it will actually help you perform better, and it gets you out of the house, which is probably a better thing for you. On the other hand, it's going to cost a lot more money, and unless you are a much more self-directing sort of person, that can be counterproductive. Right? Some people don't exist well without the external motivation.
Well done. We'll send the forest.
Goodbye.
Those are things to keep in mind. I think, right, if I were doing the math from your perspective, or just like as your advisor, right, and count this as advising hours. As your advisor, I would probably recommend living on campus. I'm glad to hear that you're existing, Per. It's better than the other option. In my mind. From my perspective. Better for you to exist than not exist. We're here for the homies. Gotta hug the homies. And then, can we upgrade this too? Nope, cannot. Oh, pair with the hydrate. Big hydrate. And a stretch. Ooh. Thought it was a posture check. It's a stretch. Oh. Bang. There we go. At least stretching up top. Legs probably could use a stretch as well, but we'll save that for later. I should make a second stretch. That's like do a power pose. I mean, that's what parents do. They're just in your head. They've been there this whole time since you existed, and they're just going to be in your head. Guardians of the Galaxy is on sale for half price, but I got Game Pass, yo. So I'm not purchasing that currently. I'll play it on Game Pass. I just wish it wasn't so musically and DMCA oriented, because that's one I'd really like to play on stream. What are you gonna do? Like right, Blair. My mother's voice in my head constantly tells me, "You might need that later." Application's done. For Yob. Noise. That is putting the work in the lurking work. This load time, though. The voice that exists in Mars's head from her mother says, "You haven't used that in like 4 weeks. You should throw it away." So that is a point of friction. The other major point of friction in our relationship is about how we like our eggs. I apparently just cannot figure out how to cook her eggs the way that she likes. Just can't do it. She wants them like over medium well, and I just can't do it. I pretty much like my eggs barely set. Your best coworker's about to leave. Should you leave as well? You seem to be relatively unhappy where you are, Per. And the loss of a coworker might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. So, would I inherently recommend leaving? Not exactly. On the other hand, if you
The furs have arrived from Rastan. We can now trade
if you
for Flan's
think you can easily find a new job, absolutely. And I think you probably could pretty easily find a new position. Maybe look for one in Texas or Louisiana, a non-New York state.
Azar, you have your trade.
In fact, I have heard from the trader
All
himself.
right, let's go make a trade. Oh, we're trading.
Fine spices that
And then
cannot
can't
be
move in with
obtained
Doc.
anywhere else.
But Doc got
I will
some
visit
good
it.
lines on some places where you could live.
Flan will certainly grasp this.
You suggest
We will
I also
gain
know a bunch of people in
access-
Houston.
I will look for opportunities.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm sure you can find a new job. I believe in you, Per. You seem competent. We do love competence.
Why, hello.
Alright, we can trade stuff. Oh, was there anything I could trade? What do we get over here? Iberian bracers, trade post supplies, and Dublin renown. Yeah, I mean, but you don't have to ask to send me DM. Just know that I'm probably not going to see it till after I cut stream. That is also a life choice to be made. Final feast, what we get here? Ooh, but look how cool that cloak looks. On the other hand, I like my gear. There's no gear that they can give me that's better than the gear I have. And maybe we just... Oh, I don't have everything they want. I need books. Never mind.
We'll close the books on that.
They will cut you. Some positions are top at 19 and as little as 14. But I'd say 16, 15 or 16. But here's the
Farewell,
thing,
Eivor.
Per. If you leave the state, it's much harder for them to cut you. Alright, never underestimate distance. Who knows? Distance might actually make the relationship better. That's like the Marriott stuff. Yeah, I'd say like 16 or 17. Those are good positions. Not bad pay. I mean, of course, you got to factor in the inflation of it all, but housekeeping. You want me in for pillow? And that's not bad pay. Job probably sucks, but it's not bad pay. I'd almost make that trade. I think I'd make that trade. And it's full time, right? Do some quick math here. Let's do some quick math on that. If I can find my calculator. It's like 34,000 a year. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible. I mean, it was better than what I was making as an instructor before I came here to Nichols. $1,000 signing bonus. Nice. And if it's full time, that means you get benefits. And I've heard Marriott benefits are pretty good. Yeah, gotta love those side things.
Flawn's gift is on its way to Meath.
Very good. I was just preparing to leave for the coronation, though I now have a problem.
Oh, you got problems. You got 99 problems.
She was here delivering a
So
no,
I'm doing his errands for him. Got it.
I will find her.
By Dublin's gates.
All right. Let's go do the job. Well, that's all right. I think you might like front desk agent better. But then again, you're having to deal with weird problems from people. So your mileage may vary. Find Flans Portus.
Have a look, Sunan.
And people can ask for some weird stuff. Just saying, people can ask for some weird stuff. We're gonna have to do epic rap battles. You know, Sammy, that's very true. I had not priced that in. Not priced that in yet. She might be okay with weird. Just maybe. Just maybe. Oh my god, the load times.
Oh, Flan, isn't he grand? He owes something here that rhymes.
Enough of your yawping!
It's like,
For the sake
bruh,
of
shut
our
up.
ears, shut your mouth!
Sure, and you're an idiot.
I'm gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to fight to protect her. Look at that. She's kind of thick.
Faye, won't you let a cage? I'd hoped an audience of...
Are you cute?
Hold her down.
Kira kind of thick.
Wonder of wonders.
Can't help you. This one comes with
No,
me.
no.
She can't change your mind.
All right, guess we're gonna rumble.
Boom.
Weird guest request. Oh no, I forgot how to. I accidentally used Dark Souls methods there for a second. Oh yeah, I would not want to be a. I mean, I don't mind being a professor. I would not want to be a server at a restaurant. If I was working in food service, it would have to be back of house. I don't think I'd mind cooking, but serving, that would not be fun. Is it weird that when I read working at the family business, I hear it as working at the family business?
Looks like our poetess has made friends with the ground.
Well, let's pick her up. You can't run, you walk. When you can't walk, you crawl. You can't crawl, find someone to carry you.
On
Build
your
and repair
feet,
electronics.
poetess.
Yeah. Mona.
Everything is spinning.
She's schmammered.
A cold bath will remedy this quickly.
Throw in the drink.
To flush the...
Tara?
Barrett sent me to collect you.
Ah, an envoy. Tell me how he'll tie a guard to my hip the next time I'm in Dublin. A man can be so sensitive sometimes.
He's just
you know
so...
what I mean?
He's just so...
Barrett
He's just
is
so
my fan.
sensitive. He's a sensitive soul, he is.
Try opening it.
Alright, so I killed the last one. Hopefully we don't kill this one. Hopefully we
Barrett has
go a
never
Vikinger
spoken
with
of
her.
you. What name do you bear?
Eivor. I hail from Norway, now settled in England with the rest of my clan.
A clan, eh? Are they all fist thumpers like you?
It is because of these fists you live to sing another day, poetess.
Fist Thumper sounds a little bit more dirty than I think they'd anticipated. Are we taking horses now?
Varys.
I was beginning to worry. What took?
There was...
I had to kick some
Trouble.
asses.
No need to be so tense. Shall we ride for Tara?
Should have gone to Ireland last week. What do you do?
After you.
I mean... You do what you must. You do what you can. You figure things out. You live through life. And you move on. You take life one moment at a time. That's what you do.
I was surprised to meet a member of your family, Barith. Eivor tells me she's come from England.
Yes. Eivor is helping to establish trade in Dublin. Secure valuable resources. to
Secure
faraway
valuable
lands.
resources.
In time, Dublin will become the heart of Ireland's trade. One that each and every kingdom can benefit from.
That will no doubt please the future High King.
Yes, well, above trade, I am hoping Flann can see Dublin as a friend and ally.
You and many others.
Everybody just
A
wants Dublin to be
relationship with
cool.
Barrett would be one worth fostering. It would be foolish of your king to ignore it.
It appears
We want these
Eivor is
relationships
not
to
abreast of
flourish.
our kingly history, Barith.
We were hoping to have a meeting with Flann. My wish is to strengthen our ties. Can you see it done?
Perhaps. We will see
Oh, this
how
is
the
a fancy
evening goes.
place. Yeah, right. You go into customer service mode and just like no sell them. Just be patient, fix their problem, and hope they go away. And if you can't fix their problem, you find an adultier adult to fix it for you, or to make them go away. It's a virtue. It's a skill. Harder. Yeah, no. Eivor gets around. Round, round, get around, she gets around. Hey, if you manage to make it through customer service, hell, only cry once, that's like a miracle. I don't think Eivor actually becomes immortal. I mean, she's an immortal legend. I don't think she's immortal.
Quite the event, hmm?
Spared no expense, that much is clear.
Spare no expense.
Ara, my lady, one of the priests has gone missing.
Well, alright, we'll go.
Missing?
Right, okay. Next thing for me to go do, I'll go do it.
Be careful.
Find the missing priest. I know my role. I am the solver of problems. I'm not even a Misthios. Remember, a good Misthios doesn't get paid to do
It's
violence.
the eve of the coronation, and already trouble brews.
Keep your wits and stay close. We do not know anything yet. Something dark happened here. We must follow the blood.
Follow the blood. Blood will tell.
Blood leads off away from the main camp. Perhaps towards those tents?
Yep, perhaps towards those tents. A good Misthios helps people for fun, not for profit. Luckily, we're not a Misthios. We're a Viking. We never did quite. Wait,
The blood stops here.
a good Viking doesn't steal other people's property?
This story is like to have a poor ending.
I fear so, cousin.
On such a momentous day as well. Flaun's coronation may not be as hoped.
Poor Flaun. His coronation will not be as he hoped it to be. Such is life. The things that we do don't match up with the things that we want. A good Viking doesn't Viking. A good Viking knows that Viking's a verb. Well, that's a body.
There. A cart up ahead. Looks like they hit a snack. Recognize him?
That is Senan, the priest. Bastards.
Oh, and they're going to
stripped
pretend to
clothes.
be him.
Camp up there. What is it?
Anachdu is no camp, though it appears someone has made it into one.
Let's go.
Okay, I know what's going on. I know what their plan is. They're gonna
What do you
they're
think?
gonna kill a priest,
The
dress up like a
priest
priest, so that they're going to make an assassin fawn.
I believe whoever did this means to wear them.
Disguise?
We will soon find
It's
out.
almost like I've played an Assassin's Creed game before.
See my eyes. There. And that one is dressed as the priest. Follow my lead.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Get back here! You pay the blood price!
Oh, they want to make me play the blood price? Okay. About Tree Fitty. Yeah, there. Right. The end was the sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Sent to
That
kill
bastard
Flaun.
Basim.
The letters unsigned. An unknown enemy.
Oh,
Come. We must bring news of this to Kira.
I'm with you.
but man, the
handled
Basim,
yourself well.
like the end of the game was really good. I was like, I hadn't been sold on the story
You did not do so
in
bad
the game,
yourself.
but then
We stopped the death of
The-
the king this day.
the end was
Only
just.
we knew who was behind it.
No idea who would go to such lengths.
You can take your pick of the Northern Enale kings, though it is the kings of Ulster who particularly dislike
Of course, it's the King of
Flaun.
Ulster.
Different king. Same story.
Yeah, so now we're continuing the story for Basim so that he can learn to be Eivor. He wants the bleeding effect to happen. He wants to become as Eivor. Which is making me think that the Basim side game could be the contemporary game. Like, I'm kind of hoping it's not his history game, but his contemporary game. Right, we finally get a modern assassin. But it turns out he's real old. That would be a very Ubisoft way of doing things. Oh yeah, people do want a modern Assassin's Creed game, and I think that Basim could deliver it. Right, that'd be a nice little twist on it. But what if instead of a modern Assassin's Creed game, it's a modern Templar game?
Any story?
The priest is dead.
Right under our...
Poisoned in fact, but your point is sound. Whoever plotted this isn't...
After the corn. Meet him after.
Turn him into
Come
king,
along,
but they're
Eivor.
going to assassinate the king, right? We know how this is about to happen. They're going to kill the king. That's my prediction. Oh, maybe he actually is going to become king.
I see other kings here. News of Flaun's inauguration has reached far and wide.
Is that him? Flaun?
Never trust the guy with face tattoos.
Yes.
What are they doing?
Blessing him. Abbot Owen is the highest-ranking official among the Christians.
Hey,
His
Abba.
blessing asserts that Flaun is ready to fill the boots of his predecessor. It is all done before the Lia Fall, a sacred stone that is said to endow the rightful kings with long reigns.
Well, all right then. Like
Does
the
it
Stone of
work?
Scone.
Depends on what you consider.
Coronations along.
You have not changed.
I
I
am
deeply feel
here.
this, Eivor.
I may
I
as
deeply
well
feel
enjoy
this.
myself.
Coronations are long. Where's the feast? I didn't come here to watch some silly man get his head touched in front of a rock. I came here to drink and eat. Maybe bang that hot poach chick.
And with that, Flaun's enemies multiply.
This warring of dynasties runs deep. If he's a smart king, he'll be eager for allies.
Smart he is, but also impassioned. His plan to subdue the north is not driven by power so much as it is bloodlust.
Back there on our ride from Dublin, Kira made it seem there was more to you and Flaun. What am I missing?
A detail. A large detail. You see, the northern
A
king who
large
crowned
detail.
me, Ed Findlia, he murdered Flaun's
Oh,
father.
Flaun
and
doesn't
took his
like
place
you.
as High King. Then, as is custom, he married Flaun's mother.
Safe to say there is no love lost between you.
None. To Flaun, Ed was a venomous snake, and so too are the ones he favored. Winning his trust will be no simple task.
We just thwarted an attempt on his life. That should at least perk his ears up.
Let us hope. I will leave immediately for Duro. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Got it. Help him become friends with the king so that he can continue to be king. All right, chat. Here's a question for you. Friday is Kirby Day. Do we want to Kirby? Or should we wait a little while to Kirby? Sammy's like, yes, we should Kirby. But do you want to personally Kirby, or do you want Dr. Kirby? That's the real question. I'm usually not a play games on the first day they come out. But Kirby seems hella cute. And I could use a little dose of cute in my life. You would even resist the urge to play it at midnight. That you could play it with me. So I think the answer is Doc should Kirby. Because payday also is Kirby Day. And I know my wife's going to want to play Kirby too, so. And we have a long car ride coming up ahead of us. So if I purchase it, she'll probably play it on the car ride.
The gods here are vigilant.
Please, Turtle. Where are the guards? So there's one right there. One right there. It's only like 6 dudes. It's not that big of a deal. They all facing the correct way for them to not die? Well, that's unfortunate for me. Guess I'll just have to do it the sneaky beaky way. Axe to the head. Oops. Miss. I sunk their battleship. Oh, does Big Boy not go down? I missed. No. Guess we'll have to actually fight Big Boy. Oh, he got me with the belly boop? Oh, I used the Dark Souls dodge button, not the Assassin's Creed one. She just wanted to ask a question. She is a good student. Ooh, oh, that's not a pleasant way to. No, I don't like that one. I don't like that finisher. And this guy's just standing in a corner all by himself. Can I claim it for myself? Is that not how this works? Did I goof up? Huh, that must not be. I must have to be told to come here and do this. Oh well. Senseless murders. Sometimes I guess I just do the senseless murders. Vikings are going to do what Vikings do. That load. Sorry, it's just kind of funny to me. The loading. Darrow. I actually ran so fast, I outran the loading. mean, that is just right in the middle of standard deviations. Like, that's what they do. They Viking. It's in their name. Kingsland.
Relax your shoulders. He has as much to gain from this as we do.
Wait, who we talking to? Let me go up. Where can I go up? Here on the corner. I can go up here. It's like it's like the story with the scorpion, right? I'll carry you across the water, but don't you stab me. Of course he stabbed him. It's in his nature. While we do have agency and can deny our fundamental natures, sometimes it's gonna win out. Yeah, that one is unfortunate. I'm surprised. Honestly, I don't see why it's even relevant. But yeah, Blair, that does suck. Hey, Fawn. Please don't be mad at us. She got that emerald fever. Is that actually a thing?
Bareth, we welcome you to Duro. It has been
Thank you for meeting with me, Lord.
exotic spices, all of which are foreign to
No,
me.
we like our spices.
Only a taste of things
Because
to come.
otherwise, it's boiled lamb
Long
with
life
salt.
and prosperous reign, my king.
Such fealty. You must be Eivor.
Lord,
It seems my enemies could not wait for my reign to
I'm
begin
doing my best,
before
Sammy.
trying to put an end
I'm
to
doing
it.
my best.
planning a war.
Oh, I know how to do
Reich
this.
should have control over his land, and I shall. If it takes a bloody war, I must be prepared for
Dublin's trade has plenty to offer.
it. I appreciate not as much as I.
What do you...
Alliances.
I take
It was meant to. It would.
these days.
We're doing alliances.
Eivor!
Remain here.
We have an alliance map. Dane's camp in the bog. Boarding intro, north of Duro. Here. Neat thing that looks like an item. Like, Khajiit has wares if you have coin. Like my bag of holding. I have a bag of holding. I can carry stuff in it. It's getting a little old, and I don't know how I'm going to replace it. Because I really like it. But they don't even make them anymore. I don't think. Opal. That EDH is basically the gathering pop. What is EDH? Put the dragon in my bag of holding. I put on my wizard's robe and hat. Oh man, y'all probably don't even know that one. That's a real old internet meme. Commander.
These are the ones who stole the Book of Kells. I should search their stashes for it.
I'll trust you on that one, Blair. I don't really know. I haven't played Magic the Gathering in over a decade. Although one of my good friends is now dating the manager of a gamer's shop. So I imagine my Magic playing days are going to resume. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Good.
So Commander is one of the casual formats, isn't it? Someone with the big cards. It's the game with the big cards. I've never actually played it, but I have seen like the setups. Why won't it target a Goliath? Like, I don't understand. I don't know. Somebody just randomly died? Oh my god, J-Balls. Greetings, my most excellent friends. This is truly amazing. Welcome in, everyone. If you don't know me, I am Applied Science. You can call me Doc G. We're hanging out within office hours today and doing the DLC. The Irish DLC of Assassin's Creed. Welcome in, J-Balls. Hi, y'all. Let's give J-Balls a shout out, shall we? $902. Thank you, J-Balls, for the raid. I really appreciate it. How you doing? How was your stream? What are you getting up to today? How's life treating you? I hope everything is just going swimmingly for you. All of your dreams came true. No, you won't. I finished you. That's the way it works. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Wisp, how are you? Long time no see. Hope you're all having a great day. You know, we just fulfilled our most recent stream goal. Getting to 420 followers. We have secured a psychedelic stream. We're now working on me going back and kicking Nino Kuni's ass because it kicked my ass. We need a revengeance. Running some Elden Ring. Oh man, well, thank you. I hope you're enjoying Elden Ring. I have just very vaguely started dabbling with Bloodborne myself off stream, and I can tell that it's going to be a thing. So yeah. Oh, who sees me? Who sees me? Is Big Boy? Big Boy sees me? There we go. Yeah, Elden Ring looks great. Wisp, thank you for guiding the raid. I appreciate you. I hope y'all had fun with Elden Ring. One of these days I am going to get to it, right? It's currently set for my 1,000 follower special. Do Dark Souls, but we might have to bump that up. It might end up being like 600 or something like that. Top 10 most political commanders in Magic the Gathering. Hey, you know how I feel about politics. I literally have a degree in it. A PhD in it. Academy must be an area in Elden Ring. Like I've watched people play it, but I've not dabbled myself. I haven't picked it up. The only Souls game that I have is Bloodborne. Because they gave it to me. For free. Well, I mean, not really for free. You know what I mean. The second major dungeon. Nice. Well, wonderful. Yes, exactly that. I have a phatic in political science. Precisely, Blair. Well, I hope my stream, my raid, those that came over. In case you don't know, we're the world's #1 Lurk and Work stream. We hang out. I am actually doing office hours right now. I am a legit college professor. who is legit at his office waiting for students to show up, ask him questions, and all that jazz. Well, enjoy your lurk and work, Wisp. You know, that's what we're here for. That is what we do. We like to keep it big brain. We like to keep it multi-culty. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. We know you have many options for your lurk and work activities. I'm glad you chose to come here. Speaking of murders.
Time for time. That will cost you.
Here we go, murdering again. We'll enjoy your multi-culty. Yeah.
This confirms.
Hit him with those lurks.
The book should be
Lurks
here
make the
somewhere.
stream work. Feed me your lurks. Lurks are almost as tasty as Twitch Primes. Alright, we got some texts. Oh Lord, we got texts. You know we got texts. I got more text than I know what to do with. I've never actually showed y'all The Office. One of these days I'm gonna have to do that.
Show me what lies ahead.
There's something in here. There's something over there. Also in the AMC A-list stubs program with it. I go back and forth on it. I've been a member of it a couple of times.
Need to get on the other side.
No, 1,000 followers will that absolutely be things, right? IRL office tour. That's like I could just turn the green screen off and turn the camera. We'll do that at like we'll do that at 430 follows. 430 follows. Office. Nichols' office reveal. Yeah, well, there are some limits to what they'll let you see. Back in the day, I had Movie Pass, and I loved the hell out of it. Like, I loved Movie Pass back in the day. I abused Movie Pass. I am the reason why Movie Pass failed. I mean, it's just a no-brainer, right? If you have a way to get to a movie theater real easily that takes it, just, like, I would go see. I went and saw movies I never would have seen. Enjoy your lurk and work. It's getting late there. You got a few things to get through. All right, J-Balls, thank you very much. And thank you very much again for the raid. I truly appreciate it. I still haven't seen the Batman. I'm not going to lie. Still haven't seen it. I just haven't had the chance to go to the movies. And especially spend 3 hours at the movies. Like, I just have not had time for that. Between getting the paper for conference ready and the fact that I teach 3 classes in a row on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've been in all sorts of committee works. Just haven't been able to do it. I mean, I hear good things. I actually had a student come up to me the other day. I was like, hey, have you seen the Batman yet? And I'm like, no. Come on. Okay. Shoot that, then shoot this. Now we shoot this. Personally drive me to the theater to go see it. I mean, it's not about going to the theater. That's not the problem. It's finding the time to do it. That's the problem. That's my biggest problem. It's time. From what I've heard, I really wish it would have actually gotten into the fact that Bruce Wayne is not a good guy, and it would be better to spend his money trying to fix systems than, you know, just beat people up. You have the time stone. Probably should have done an assassinate. Soul grant me strength. Aw, poor this guy. gonna go poorly for them. Wrecked. Oh, you now own No Way Home. No Way Home was so good. That's the last movie I've actually seen in the theaters. Oh. It was so good. I mean, do you have to plead that, or is that just fundamentally who you are? It's your primary character trait. You rolled high. Oh, look at him with the big cup.
Oh, it's
It's you!
I thought we killed this man.
Oh, come now.
Looking for a book you...
Oh, it was
There's
several
several monasteries.
actually.
Thank you very much.
These new friends of mine.
The book is important?
The Christian.
You lost the book. Great.
Are you upset?
Great, you lost the book.
Please do not be upset.
Well done.
You were upset,
I am running out of reasons to let you live.
I know where it is. Boy, see? You understand.
Can we just kill this
Percy,
guy?
Your blood is not worth it.
I could
No,
not.
he's unworthy.
I'll vanish. I mean it this...
Oh, I am. Except for this.
I'm keeping this one. Wait. Who's CB now? The murderer. I keep walking into those. Poorly executed. Sploosh. Mediocre. Back down, please, back down. I'm gonna have to take a potty break in just a second. Who sees me? Who saw me? Oh, they saw me. Well, I gotta go for like 3-ish minutes, so I don't know how to plead with flying court. Probably poorly. I will be right back. I gotta go use the restroom real bad. Yeah, I'll be right back. See you in just a second. All right. Hey, chat. Good to see y'all. Got about 30 minutes left on our office hours today. So let's see how much further we can get. Let's see what kind of activities we can get up to. We'll be back Friday, absolutely. Probably with Kirby. Again, I generally don't like playing games on launch day, but that one seems like a launch day kind of game, you know? Where's the gear? Did I miss it? I've actually got to go do some teaching in a little bit. I actually have to do a little bit of preparation for class today. Unlike my normal just roll in and teach. Actually got to like think it a little bit through. It's like it's in the back half of this building. Okay, so it's back here. It's underneath me. There's got to be a way to get into the back half. Right? It's behind this wall. How do we get behind the wall? You know, for all this time, it doesn't feel real legit on a PS5. Yeah, some days it's like that. Like, I'll go and I'll fire it up and realize how much better it is than the PS4. Just because of load times. Like, really, 100% it's load times. But it's a little bit weird. It feels a little unreal that I actually managed to get my hands on one. Can't open that. Nope, her with the hydrate. Man, I just got back from peeing. Always with the hydrates. Appreciate you, Perf. From my comically large jug. And, ooh, a posture check. Yeah, I was schlumping. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. You're a good person, Per. Don't let anyone ever tell you different. Oh, I got it. Break that. Loot everything. I appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out today. And those of y'all that came in with the raid, thanks for sticking around. Thank you, Wisp, for leading the raid. Appreciate you all. You know, Big Tom appreciates. Just feeling the love today. Love the homies. Hug the homies. Game with the homies. This feels like a puzzle? A platforming puzzle? Or not a puzzle at all? That's enough. That's enough upper body work for you today, Abor. We need our explosives. So that's the puzzle. I gotta get over here with the explosives. Is that our puzzle? The transportation of explosives? Gotta be. Apparently not been able to go to one Bichlinger. Lost his hand, he got it. Oh, yeah. That's a really cool story. And it's apparently a very good hand. Like, he could write with it and stuff. He was like a classic warrior poet. Yeah, that's a really cool story. I think I actually saw the hand I went to a museum one time. Can I flip around? Oh, I'm absolutely certain he could. Like, I 100% believe that he could do that. I mean, we think that, like, back in the day, people didn't know anything. We have a bias towards not believing there was technical capacity, but good artisans could do all sorts of cool stuff. They just couldn't mass produce it. Like, that would probably been the equivalent of $1 million to make that back in the day. Is that where our explosives are? I mean, the Romans could have had a fully, like, they had everything they needed to put together steam power. They just didn't. Can I go down? Yeah, no, he definitely had the money for it. Like it would have been a very rare thing to get something like that. It would have been that, yeah, that really would have been an interesting. Bruh! God damn. Not worth it for me. Not worth it. We'd be in that meme future. Yeah, right. If they'd have gone up the technological ladder like 2,000 years earlier. Well, 1,300 years earlier. All that stuff was there. It just didn't quite get put together. Right, and the Chinese also had everything they needed for it around the same time we did. Just, that's not the way it came. All the pieces, but just couldn't put it together yet. Oh, I'm pretty firmly of the opinion that like our consciousnesses sometimes slip between right timelines, like divergent timelines. I actually legitimately think that happens. Where they're like we'll perceive a different, maybe like our active consciousness changes. I think that is kind of what happens with the Mandela effect. Like I swear sometimes I wake up or like something will happen, I'll blink and I'll be in just a slightly different reality than where I was. I mean, not enough to like really worry, just, you know, a couple of small things are different. But were you, or is this like past life stuff? Yeah, Mandela effect is an interesting phenomena. I mean, it probably has more with imperfect memory, but I do think there might be some sort of weird metaphysical stuff going on with it. tombs. I need explosives to get in.
Boyne tombs. Thorstein said I could find the Book of Kells here.
Druids.
Need to tread carefully. These must be the people who bought them from Thorstein.
Yeah, right. So like past life regression, like remembering past lives, I think is also a possibility. And slipping time streams. I think that's also right. I do think that our consciousnesses are more than what we are simply capable of perceiving. I don't know. Right? That is metaphysics that are beyond me. Jesus. I mean, there could definitely be that as well. Could be both. 4K no los dos. Let's set it down. You know what? This time we're going to place it. Or not. Just explode ourselves with it. No, I don't think that's a particularly dumb thing to get onto. I think that's a very much valid question. Interesting perspective on how we perceive our consciousness. Druids. Rector druids, but druids no less. I'm more on the Asimov side of things. Like any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So like, I don't think that space universe is purely magic. I do think that there's things that we don't understand, and then like that mystery is basically just like, I don't know, magic. Oh yeah, relativity is like a weird thing. It is a deeply weird thing. We're back here now? Okay, back in here. Okay. We back where we started? And we're back where we started. Yeah. Yeah, magic, right? So if you're using the word magic to just mean things that we do not understand, cannot comprehend, I can be down with that. I can be down with that. Got another... Ooh. I like the artwork in this room. The elite fire druid. So you believe in karma? Don't have the key. That concept's called karma. Okay. Gonna have to move that from the other side. I don't like the idea of a death sentence. I don't like the idea of the state being able to take people's lives from them. Right? Because states are... Right? The apparatus of the state is just poorly designed. On the other hand, I do believe in armed self-defense very heavily. The key? Oh, that's the key. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just don't trust the state to get it right is the thing. For me. Yeah. Right, take their liberty from them. But life, that's too much.
The Book of Kells. Now to get out of this ghastly grotto.
The ghastly grotto. It's kind of kinky sounding. The ghastly grotto. That's what most people do, and it's actually cheaper in our system, the way that we run our system with appeals and like the actual justice system, to just hold them for the rest of their lives, give them a life sentence, as opposed to murdering them. It's not even the... For me, it's not even a belief super duper that life is precious, although 100% there. I just don't trust the state to actually get it right. Capital T, capital S, the state. Ow. Ow. So it's further down. Open this door. This ghastly grotto. How do I get down there? Get the cool new clothes. Did I get the stuff out of the chest? The problem is that those two things do not mix. They just simply do not mix. Right. Now, a system where you can actually protect the market works. Or if the reason, all right, so here's the reason why communism doesn't work. Because you have to fundamentally change who people are. And to do that requires a degree of force that inevitably gives way to totalitarianism. And then in that very easily falls into, right, people just wielding power. But it's not about taxes. That's not how communism works. You literally do not own anything about the means of production. All right, so there are no taxes. Everything is owned by the state. You don't own that. You can have possessions, but you don't actually. You rely upon the state itself, in whole cloth, entirety, to continue to exist. Capitalism has also gives way more often to what's called regulatory capture, right? Entrenched interests will use their ability to influence the political system to make it to where they, the incumbent, can lock out all other people that would want to participate in the system. But at least the system of capitalism is more oriented towards the way that people actually are. Right, and that's getting towards discussions about what the role of the state actually should be. Right, what is the state responsible? What should they be doing? And what is the most efficient and just way that they can do that? Oh yeah, every system that's been tried is terrible. But it's the best we've got so far. Oh yeah, right. So Russia's pretty much out of initiative at this point. Their campaign's over, right? There's nothing they can do but kind of just dig in. And the Ukrainians are doing an active pushback, a counterattack. At night, they are just wrecking them. It looks like the reporting seems to be that they have cut off the forward positions of the Russians, especially the ones that are close enough to bomb Kyiv. So they can't get supplies anymore. There's no supplies to be had anywhere. The biggest one? So, two big things happened yesterday. Oh, yeah. The Russians don't have any, like, initiative in this. So, two big things happened yesterday. One, the Ukrainians captured a electronic warfare package that basically means they can trade that for whatever they want from the West. And two, it came out that the Russians did not appoint an actual overarching general for the entire thing, and they've lost a fifth of the generals involved in this entire operation, including a 3-star, which is really high. So the 4 different axes of combat are all competing with each other for supplies. Like, there's no one actually allocating the stuff there. So it is extraordinarily poorly organized and executed. And the Ukrainians are going to start pushing them back in big ways over the course of the next week or so. Oh, they're not necessarily fighting themselves. They are... They're having to argue. They're having to do politics within each other to try to support themselves. And they're just out of supplies anyway.
To ensure the High King's patronage.
That big 40-mile-long thing, they're literally starving.
You are chosen High King by God Almighty.
Yeah, the Ukrainians held, and the Russians organized poorly, and it worked. I'm used to it.
I only mean to warn Flan of the pop.
And I am well aware of them.
I have spoken past what is right. I will take my leave. Lord, please
go away, priestman.
No need. I am gladdened to see the book is back in good hands. I do not blame the abbot for raising alarm. History.
I have dealt with the leader of the bog.
I think it's at like 7 minutes, something like that. It's not really like a real thing. Honestly, climate change is more important on that than the nuclear war at the moment.
We need to gain support from the other
All right, now we're doing the. Now we're gonna do the make alliances part.
The book was in the hands of a strange cult.
I was weak to spare him.
Chin up, Barith.
I will feel better the day Flan's
All right,
trust
we have officially like really started this DLC. For effort. So let me guess, we're gonna do alliances. We're gonna do an alliance with Kana, Ulster. I think we already have one with Dublin. Me. I know how this game works. I also think it's one of the best designed of the Assassin's Creed games. Like, it is right up there with Assassin's Creed 2 for me. Slightly below Assassin's Creed.
Eivor, I am glad to see you. I reckon Flan and Barith have found common ground, seeing as you're still here.
They have.
Ara,
so it is
much of your
partly everyone's responsibility. It's driven by big corporations, right? My answer is a yes and.
You've certainly left your
my big thing is trying to move towards like the things that the quote green movement is saying, right? Limiting growth, going back to like an 18th century style that's not going to solve it. We're already past that point of no return. We're going to have to increase the amount of energy we have available, make sure it's clean energy, and move towards active carbon sequestration. So we're going to have to actively fix it, as opposed to just make sure it stops getting worse.
Just perceptive. We need to curry favor with as many kingdoms as we can.
Also, it's just not fair to say
Aye.
to developing places that no, you can't
Their
develop.
problems range from
That's
petty
just
squabbles
absolutely
to
wrong.
large. I've taken the liberty of sifting through them, choosing the ones
So,
that might elicit the best response.
That's kind of where I am.
I see. The bigger the favor.
I think
There
we're going to
you
have to
it. Keep an eye out
science
for
and
pigeon
technology
coops.
the shit out of it.
That's where I'll leave any noteworthy tasks. Help solve
we're
their
invading Ulster
woes,
now.
and the kings will pay tribute with the men and supplies we need to invade Ulster.
So, alliance map, Ulster. Can't get to the boo thing. I want her to be in my boo thing on this island. Yeah, right. Some people just hate big things, right? There's just a thing in some people, they just hate bigness just for the fact that it's big. But your Xbox is on part saving mode. Power saving. Yeah, I've already got mine there. Royal demands. The pigeon. Tells me how to trade. So we can all do our little part, but we're also going to have to do big things to fix it. Empty the trading post, all that jazz. Okay, well, now that we have the beginnings of an actual Assassin's Creed activities, or at least actual mini Valhalla activities, it is time to, it is going to be time to send us along our merry way. Oh, by the way, tell Vic hi. Some people want the Hogwarts game to be like how Dark Souls, have the summoning kind of aspect. I do think that the Hogwarts game is going to be more in the direction of a Souls game than people think it's going to be. It's going to be an ARPG, so I think there will definitely be some elements like that. All right, let's save the game real quick. Done. All right, let's see if there's someone to host and raid. Someone hosted and raided us today. Let's find a friend to host and raid as well. Let's see if which of the homies are online. We got homies online. Who's online? Wade is not on. We got Rainbow Specs. I don't actually, this is going to sound weird. I don't actually want to watch Elden Ring right now. Chicken Tenderson's on and is playing Valhalla. I can work with that. Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Everybody who is hanging out today. I deeply, deeply appreciate each and every one of you. I think we're going to go Chicken Tenderson. Yeah. I'm going to stick with the same game. He is on his first playthrough. That's where we're going to go. Looks like he's just getting it booted up. Perfect. Well, thank you all very much. I appreciate you all. Remember to be excellent to each other. Party on dudes. And we're going to Kirby on Friday. Bye-bye. Be excellent.